Hey y'all, it's Nerdy Doll Girl here with
and TamTamC, and we're on both cameras. So if you see us kind of shifting beside each other, that's because we have two cameras side by side, so it can go on each of our channels.
Yeah. So we have the Valentine's tag by Teeny Tinkers,
which she named BJD Love Tag.
Ooh.
And she made these questions herself. So she started this tag, and you watched it and sent it to me and said, we have to do this. But it was when I was sick. So we know Valentine's was like 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
Something like that. So we're a little late, but we would still appreciate you guys to continue on the tag.
Yes.
Anyone you want to tag?
Celestia, aka Nancy,
Laura Lee Creations.
I'm gonna forget people.
Raquel could do it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Raquel,
we would love you to do it, Raquel.
Yes.
And anybody else who feels up to it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do it.
Exactly.
All right. So, number 1, do you have a doll you loved on first sight?
I do. I do have a doll that I loved on first sight. And that is my Angel Toast Raven, I believe he's called. I always get him either Raven or Crow mixed up.
I remember when you saw him.
Yes. Remember how obsessed I was?
Yep. And you were like, I need that doll.
Yes.
I need that doll. So you figured it out and you brought him home.
Yes, I did. I was just the face. The face is just incredible. And Angel Toast painted him as well. Mm-hmm. And
is he signed in the back of his head as well?
He is signed on
thought he was.
Inside of his head, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's
the horns were hers too, right?
Yeah. She could sell. He had a whole outfit on.
Right.
But it was like $200 more. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I can't afford the full doll, like full set. And she's like, don't worry, I'll sell the doll. And I said, well, you sell, I think the wig and the horns. Mm-hmm. And she said yes. And so he's Azriel. And I just,
he's beautiful.
He is beautiful and absolutely love at first sight.
Yes, yes. And you know what? I forgot one of my dolls at home. That was one of my loves at first sight. But that's okay, because I have too many that are loves at first sight. The one I did bring is Herrera, which is Sana from Smart Doll. Tiff had her first, and I saw it, and I'm like, she's my grail. So it was a while before I finally got to afford her, but I did it, and she's been here for 4 years now.
4 years.
Yeah, it was 4 years in December.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. And then another love at first sight that I accidentally left at home is my Wandette, which was the same doll North, was it not?
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
So I had seen Wandette, and I was waiting on money to come into my account, and I remember stressing so much that money wasn't going to get there in time, because I told Liza that I wanted her, but I wasn't going to have her hold her in case my money didn't come into my account on time.
Yeah.
And we went out for lunch, and I stewed the whole time over lunch. And I'm like, what if she's not there when I get back? Yeah. I didn't want to pay for lunch. No. But I did. I had my kids with me, too. I had to pay for their lunch. It just wasn't mine.
Yeah.
And luckily enough, my money came in time, and she was still there.
Yes.
And I have a couple videos back is a whole highlight on my Wandat, so go take a look
Yes.
at that video to see her, because she's sitting comfortably at home right now in her chair with her baby Wandat. So, and then this one's not in my collection yet,
Okay.
that I have fallen head over
Yes.
heels for, and that is Teeny Tinker's Clover. When she did her MSD video on it, I'm like, I need, and then she said in the end of her MSD video of her that she wasn't going to have her cast, and I almost cried. I was like, no, but she's bringing her out in a tiny on April 1st. So I am first in line, people. Don't go looking until I have logged in and bought. Please. But go check her out, because she's an awesome doll. But leave me
Leave me
a full doll of the multicolored, because that's my order.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we drew out number one pretty, or I drew out number one pretty long with 3 favorites.
Oh, well, that's fine.
But that makes up for question number 2, because I don't have an answer.
What's that?
Which doll is the one that got away?
For me, it's hard because there was a doll family H, I believe it was, bull, like amazing fantasy doll, but he sold out and he was a lot of money. He was like almost $1,000, which that wasn't happening. As well as Mirai, she tan skin Mirai. I just thought tan skin Mirai was just absolutely gorgeous. But I think she only was like limited to like a couple days, if that. So yeah, that's definitely one that got away. But I didn't have money at the time, and it doesn't.
Money is always the issue.
But it doesn't really bother me, because I found out that I don't really like anime dolls as much, so it was fine. Like,
yeah, you've been able to move on,
yeah,
and not regretting, like you're not out searching for her.
Yeah, exactly.
For that reason.
I forgot 2 of my dolls.
Uh-oh.
Sloane and Tasha. Are you able to grab them?
I can. She's got to keep you guys occupied. I better grab the right one.
Yeah. Oh, you know. Thank you, darling. Because I think their question is coming up soon. Thank you. Ooh.
Ooh. All right. So yeah, I don't think I have a doll that got away. I've had dolls. Oh, well, and he's still available, because that oh man, I can't even think he's on Alice collection. He's a cutie.
With doll? Or not with doll? Oh.
Not my Mystic Kid, maybe?
Maybe.
But anyway, Wind. That's who he is.
Wind.
He's been in and out of my Alice collection cart for
like
3 years now.
Yeah.
And if I was like, there's always something when I go back and look that just kind of turns me away.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that is, but because of that, I don't feel like he's a doll that's gotten away, because he's still available.
Yeah.
It's just, I do put him in my cart, and then I start trying to find money. And then when I go back to my cart, I'm like, there's just that something every time. And I don't even think it's the same thing every time, where it's like, no.
It's like commitment issues with a doll.
Maybe it's the fact I have to wait. Yeah. I don't know. But like, yeah. Now, if Resilient had gotten away.
Oh, you would have bawled your eyes out.
And I'd be trying to find her secondhand.
Yeah, like that.
Like right now.
Yeah.
But she's still available on this site. She's in low capacity.
Low capacity.
She's in low capacity now. but she didn't disappear before I got my money for her.
That's
so
awesome.
Thank you for buying out my collection.
Yes.
Because that's pretty much what it took. All right. Are any of your dolls in a relationship?
See?
Yeah, you do need them.
Do you want to go first?
You go for it. You have them there.
All right. So Sloan, my smart doll strain, is... The lighting is bad because they look white. And she's tan skin.
I was thinking we look pretty pale.
So Sloan is in a relationship with Tasha. They have been dating for a number of years now, and they just adore each other. And they're very different people, but they have like things that they love in common, and their values are the same and everything, and they're just so cute. So those are my couple. I also have another couple, but those are my main.
Who's your other couple? I showed them. You brought them up.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Wolf and Kendra.
Right.
I'll have to bring Wolf up another time.
Mm-hmm. So my couple is these two lovelies, Christopher, Robin, and Winnie. I named her recently. I think I announced it somewhere, maybe not. But anyway, they both have a love. I was going to do them brother and sister, but then the more I thought of it, I was like, no, they can be in a relationship. And they both love animals so much, so that's where they got their names. They're both Winnie the Pooh kind of character names.
Yeah.
And they are going to play with my real guinea pigs, as well as they have their own pets at home as well, which I will do in another video sometime. Gives me ideas for videos to keep this going. Sometime I will do a video about them and what pets they have at home as well.
Yeah.
So, question number 4. Who's a doll you've fallen out of love with?
So for me, it is this, what's his name? Ghost Balin, Doll Family H Head. I've already sold his body.
Mine too.
Sorry.
Oh, probably it gets shown more.
So I've had him for a while, and I just couldn't bond with him. He's a beautiful sculpt, but he just wasn't for me. So I'm selling him for $100, which is really, really good, especially since he has his face up and his glass eyes. So, or not glass, I don't know what they are, but they're really pretty. So that is the doll that I could not bond with.
Yep. And mine I don't have with me because he is 0.5% sold, and the other 0.5% is going to be paid for in the next couple of weeks. And that's my Tarek, who was an Akagi doll.
Lane?
No, he's a sculpt that's no longer available.
Zhang something?
I'll have to look it up and put, yeah. Anyway, he's in other older videos he's in a box opening somewhere. But in the last year, haven't done anything with him. Raquel, who is buying him, Raquel Chibi's Minis, who's buying him, had a storyline for him and one of her dolls. And so she's going to continue his storyline of a Jedi when she gets him. And she's getting all his Star Wars themed stuff to go with him as well. And so I'll still get to see him whenever I go visit Raquel.
Yeah.
So he's not going too far away, and he's still going to be very loved and have a story background.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
It's nice when somebody else adopts the doll that you don't really like, and then can have a new place to go
Yeah, and it's not so much I don't like them anymore. He just wasn't fitting in
to your collection.
my collection anymore, and he just sat on my shelf, and I'm like, that's no fun.
No.
Especially when we're supposed to have a storyline. Like,
Exactly.
So that's why. All right, number 5. How do you bond with your dolls?
I dress them. I look at them. I try and cuddle with them if they're cuddleable.
Oh, for sure.
Like smart dolls are pretty
Cuddly.
cuddly.
They cuddle in.
You know, like they're not soft, but they're not super hard, and you don't have to worry about them breaking. So, yeah, I like smart dolls to cuddle with, and but I try and cuddle with all the dolls I get to kind of see what I think, but definitely getting them dressed up and just.
I find being able to name them helps bond. If I can get that perfect name for them, that helps me bond. I do have a few nameless dolls that have stuck around in my collection, and that's my goal this year, is to name them.
Yeah.
But most of mine, if I can't come up with a name, they don't stay.
No. No.
And I'm the same. Change them as often. Sit with them while I'm watching TV. Being single, they have stayed in my bed and slept overnight in my bed with me. And Lucky. And if Lucky likes them,
That's good.
it's pretty much sold. No, he has never chewed on any of my BJDs. He has chewed on a Barbie, but he hasn't chewed on any BJDs.
Well, that's good.
All right.
He'd be a dead dog.
Yes, if he chewed on a smart doll, he'd be out the door.
Yeah.
As cute as he is. And I paid just as much for him as I did the smart doll. Maybe not quite as much, but actually with all the food and stuff I have to actually feed him, yes.
Yeah.
Number 6, which doll was your first love? Gonna say it again. Herrera.
Yeah.
My smart doll was my first love. Because I fell in love with Tiff's and had to have one.
Mm-hmm. And then I sold
and
mine.
Tiff fell out of love with hers.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's a very close call though, because Samantha is right up there tied.
Well, yeah, you were
with falling in love with her. The second I saw her on the Smart Doll website, I started selling things so I could get her. So she is like hand in hand with Herrera as my first love. My first love for this year. And Herrera was my first love 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. This is my first love, BJD. She is a Tonner Cinderella sculpt. She is the first fashion BJD I ever got, and she has an amazing face up by Christy Stone, and I just adore her. She's just absolutely stunning.
She is very beautiful.
And I have 5 more of his BJDs.
Yep.
Like this.
It's fashion. But they are beautiful.
They are.
I had a couple of them, but just didn't bond with them. So
Yeah.
they sold off. But they were what started my BJD collection. But that was also back when Jeff was in the picture and didn't like my dolls. And so they got stuck in a cabinet. And that's why I never bonded with them. Because they got stuck in... They were allowed to be on display, but they weren't allowed to be played with or out and about with us. Where... And I kind of let that happen because I listened to him. And it was in the last year that I was like, forget it. My dolls are coming out and I'm playing with my dolls. And yeah.
That's good.
But for many years they were tucked away, hidden. And that's why I never bonded with the Tonner ones I had. because I went to a Tonner convention with you and
Yeah.
brought them home, but I never got bonded with them because it wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Which doll have you put the most love into? That's hard. Selling everything to get her, I guess that proves a lot of love.
Yeah, and that's a lot of work.
But every one of my dolls are spoiled.
It's true.
So I don't know if I can say one's more loved than the other, because especially my smart dolls, so maybe just my 3 smart dolls, they're extremely spoiled. I think Clover will be extremely spoiled because I have already started buying for Clover and I haven't even purchased Clover.
So we better be able to get Clover.
So that's my answer. They're all spoiled in their own ways.
Mine is Kendra. She is
Little Rebel.
No.
I'm wrong.
no,
Don't
she-
ask the best friend to name your sculpts. She doesn't know them.
Midgie doll.
That's right.
She's a Midgie doll. I can't remember which Midgie doll she is, but she's absolutely stunning. I got her without a face up, and then I sent her to Bunny. And then her body is one I got for $100.
That was a steal.
It was a steal, and
She needs to be strong.
I have strung her, and she did not string properly because she's
Still.
super, but she's got so much love put into her that
Oh, definitely.
she's so beautiful and lovely. So that's the doll.
Maybe, have you tried hot glue sueding her? That might do it. I don't know. Just giving you ideas.
Yeah,
We'll have to play with her sometime when we got time.
yeah, exactly. She has sueding, I think. I think she actually has like actual
Sueding?
suede.
Maybe she just needs...
Yeah.
Oh, she does. Maybe she just needs it I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll ask Carol for help too, because she still has some of that stuff at home too, she said.
Maybe she can help me restring her.
Maybe. Pull the stringer tighter. That's like, well, it was funny because that's this guy, right? Oh, he has lost his weight. It's too big. He's so...
Floppy. Kicky.
He doesn't stand, ever, for long. So, he needs a little bit of tender, loving care. So maybe he will eventually be able to take over the one which I love, which has more love into him, because he wants to be frustrating.
Look
But
at
we
her.
all love them. She's gorgeous. She has such attitude, but not
She does.
in her face. Like, yeah.
She does. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, that is all 7 questions and almost a half hour of time.
Yeah.
Because we love to gap.
Yeah, we do.
But you guys I hear it that they love listening to us, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if anyone denies that, don't comment below. All right.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
For sure. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.